We have a guest here at Marty's Corner who recently has been named one of the funniest people by the New York Times, I believe. Can you please give a warm welcome to our good friend from Georgia, Bobbie Oliver. Bobbie, come on out!
Thanks, y'all. It's great to be here. Yeah, I'm not from here. I'm from Athens, Georgia. And I remember when I moved to California and I had my first big earthquake. God, it scared the crap out of me. When it happened to me, y'all, I was in the shower. I'm from Georgia. I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I get out? Can I rinse off? And finally, I decided to rinse off because I did not know what was going to happen, but I knew I could not survive the aftermath with Dove body wash in my private parts. And I know my selfish family, y'all. They would not give up their emergency earthquake water to get soap out of my patootie. They're selfish people. Actually, I moved to LA for comedy. Yeah, that's working out great. When you move somewhere for your career, though, you become obsessed with your career. Like, that's all you think about. Like, I remember I told my friend one day, I said, here's my fantasy. And she leaned in, you know, like it was going to be good. And I was like, oh, no, it's not a sexual fantasy. It's a career fantasy. And then I realized, you know what? I have no sexual fantasies left. All of my fantasies are career fantasies. Like, y'all, the other day, I caught myself masturbating to the image of me winning an Emmy. Is that wrong? I'm just kidding. It was an Oscar. I'm feeling pretty good, though, because y'all, I just gave up caffeine and sugar.
Oh, no.
Yes. Luckily, I did not give up beer and weed. Because I would be a wreck right now. That's not true. Actually, I did quit smoking pot. I did. I lasted 3 days. And then my family got together and staged an intervention.
They gave you some.
Yeah, my children read me letters about how my quitting smoking pot had affected their lives. And they demanded that I start back immediately. So I did it for the children. Actually, the reason I gave up caffeine and sugar is because I was depressed. And I was reading articles about brain chemistry, like, you know, serotonin and dopamine and stuff. And here's a great tip I can pass on to y'all, okay? A natural way to improve your mood, bananas. No, seriously, I tried it. Totally worked. And then I realized I was supposed to eat it. But it cheered me up. Probably cucumbers would work too, but the article said bananas. Hey, y'all think it means I've been living in LA too long because I put bottled water in my bong? I totally do that. I stopped at a red light one day in LA and I looked over and I was beside Hooters. And I saw they had a sign in the window, and it said, yes, we do have a children's menu. And I thought, thank God. Because I'm pretty sure little Billy's ready to start objectifying women, but he can't quite finish a full plate of chicken fingers yet. I've actually been thinking a lot, and I've recently decided, y'all, that I want my child to become a comedian. So I've started to neglect her. I have planned a rigorous program of harsh criticism and mixed messages. She's going to be freaking hilarious. Recently, my kid got me into the Discovery Channel. That's cool when you're high. We saw this, oh God, y'all, we saw this horrible documentary on cosmetics testing on animals. Y'all, we should not be doing these tests on animals. Okay? We should be doing these tests on serial killers. Right? Okay, I've been thinking about this. I got a plan. Like, we got to spend all this money keeping Charles Manson in prison for the rest of his life. We couldn't stop by and put a little shampoo in his eye every now and then? Tell him it's all part of Helter Skelter? I actually come from a long line of drug addicts.
No.
Thanks. Yeah. I'm really proud. And I had this one aunt, y'all, she was the best, okay? She was on 22 different prescriptions at one time, all of which she had written herself because she stole her doctor's prescription pad. Isn't that the best? But check it out, she got arrested. She did, y'all. She actually went to jail. I don't know. I guess the pharmacist got suspicious when the prescriptions just started saying downers. Something to take the edge off. Okay, so I'll tell you one more thing before I go. For a while when I was a teenager, I lived with my Southern Baptist grandmama. Woo, party all the time. And I got home really late from a date one night, y'all, and she's waiting up for me, freaking out. She goes, I just hope you realize that on Judgment Day, the good Lord is going to flash your life up in the sky like a movie picture for the whole world to see. She said, oh, yeah, everything you ever did with any boy is going to be flashed up in the sky, just like a movie. What was I supposed to say, right? I was like, oh, good, Grandmama, maybe God will roll the credits and I can find out what some of their names were. My name's Bobbie Oliver. Thank you guys so much.
Bobbie. I think the microphone's ready. Come on over. This is Paul.